Hi guys, and thanks for your interest in business services. So hopefully, from the end of this video, you guys have a bit of an idea about what business services is, and you get a better idea if it's something that's good or useful for you. Okay, so some basics that you do need to be aware of is that business services is not business studies. It's a two-unit subject, just like most of them are, but it's going to be a category B. And what I mean by category B is it's one of those VET, so vocational educational and training courses where you guys actually do a lot more practical skills. Okay, you're actually on the computers doing some actual things. You're going to be applying your knowledge. You're going to be doing placement once we're allowed to, and trying to do things in a more practical sense. You're doing things rather than just observing theory or learning theories. Okay, so one of the best ways to really understand it is your job from business services is to be in sort of administrative roles. Okay, it's where you can work in an office. You know how offices work and operate. Okay, so there's all these rules, all these unwritten rules, all these processes that occur in office jobs. And many of you, I guess, want to work in an office. Okay, it's a nice environment. So having the right skills and the qualifications is going to really assist you in getting a job further down the track with business services. Okay, so in business services, you will learn skills that will help you regardless of what you choose to do after school, whether it's going to work, TAFE, university, or doing something else. And that's the beauty of it. Okay, we're going to be going through all these things that you'll do in the workplace itself, rather than just sitting down, listening to me talk about theories. So the topics we're going to cover. Okay, you're going to be learning about customer service. Ironic that I'm going to be talking about customer service, but you'll be learning about it. You'll be learning about financial records. And it's not just about like your statements that you see on your bank account, but it's how you actually do it in the workplace. Okay, when you get invoices sent to you, how are you going to send them off? How are you going to process these little cash claims to buy coffee for the office? Okay, or buying a cake for someone. You're going to be looking at bigger picture things. We're going to look at some actual accounting stuff that you do at uni. So ledgers and cost accounting to a certain extent. Okay, so real world skills. You know, look at innovation, and that'll be related to how we can innovate in the workplace. And this is particularly prevalent right now as we move into this whole COVID environment, or we are in the COVID environment, how businesses and workplaces have been able to innovate and change the way they do things. Meetings on Zoom. I'm presenting to you this on Zoom rather than in person. Workplace safety is an important aspect that many employers like to ignore, but the fact is you got to follow them. Okay, and having an idea of not only what you must do, but your rights in the workplace is an important thing to understand. Sustainability. You might have heard me talk about sustainability in geography. Yep, it's an important part of our workplace environment moving forward. Okay, how to work in the business services industry. How are you going to communicate? How are you going to organize your tasks? If you're not good at time management, we're teaching you the skills to do that and the information you process at work. Okay, how are you going to manage that? How are you going to process it? How are you going to use it? Who gets access? These are all important considerations as we get into a more digital world. We need to be more aware of our practices and our security. Okay, so some of you might be asking, what is the difference between business studies and services? Now, I actually teach both, so I can give you a bit of an idea here. But the first idea, business studies is very theoretical. We go through the 4 business functions, while business services, okay, it's more practical. You're on the computer a lot. You're actually doing a lot of, unfortunately, some role play, but you're going to need to know how to do these in the real world anyway. The second part, you need to do a total of 70 hours of work placement in business services. Now, what that means is you're going to be going off for 2 whole weeks, okay, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at a workplace in a business services environment. And one of the best things is you learn so much on your placement. You might think it's daunting as new people, but we've had many kids come back and they've been offered jobs in really good firms. So some accounting firms, law firms, real estate agents, okay? These are nice jobs compared to your typical, typical Coles and Woolworths or your typical fast food job. So having that job in year 11 or year 12 is something that you really would rather prefer, I reckon. Okay? You will learn about, you'll be able to reflect on your experiences from that placement and apply these ideas that you learn in the real workplace environment. You'll be learning how to do practical things. So typing, we're teaching you how to type fast. We're going to teach you how to make interesting PowerPoints, how to actually process financial documents, how to answer and take a phone call. You know, it's not just, yo, what's up on the phone anymore. We're taking a professional phone call, professional emails, and these are important skills that many kids who leave university now do not have, okay? And most importantly, you can get not only your HSC for this, but you'll get a certificate 2 in business services. Now, a certificate 2 is what can differentiate you between every other year 12 student once you leave school. You have not only your HSC, but you have that paper, that business services certificate 2, that you can prove that you know what you're doing in that workplace. That differentiates you from all the other students, okay? They have left year 12 and they're looking for a job. Okay, so before we go, business services will make you look more employable. We've gone through that. You have that certificate. You have those practical skills rather than just theoretical. It looks good on your resume. You can put, you've done work placement at this place, work placement at another place. You got that certificate too, to really, you know, prop up your resume and differentiate yourself, especially after you leave school. Try and get your first or second job, okay? Prepare you for further study. Okay, you'll get an idea of what studying at TAFE is like, and you may be the place you want to go for moving on, or you might want to go to uni. Okay, equip you with a variety of essential skills in the workplace and allow you to go on work placement. So hopefully that has given you a little bit of information. If you have any further questions, please come and see myself or Ms. Kapelja in the social science staff room, and we'll be happy to assist you with any questions you may have.